Hello everyone. Is everything working? I think that it started even 1 minute before the time, but still, I hope that some of you can hear me properly and everything what I'm saying. So, hello again. Can you hear me properly? Hi Sławek, it's nice to see you here. I think that it has been a long time, yeah, since I saw you here. It was like for a while, yeah? Yeah, probably. Okay, can you hear me properly? Okay, so Marzena said that she can hear me properly, so I think that we can start because of that. Hi, Beata. Yeah, hello, everyone. So today, okay, I can see and hear you properly. Great, Ivana. Thank you so much for this info. And it's really nice to see you today. Okay, so I think that we can start. So, of course, my name is Tom and probably all of you already know that. But that's not the most important here, probably. So maybe I'll start from something different. So maybe from the thing that I changed in my routine as a teacher. So recently I started, let's say, doing my own Quizlets on all possible stuff. Like, for example, I watched some series, and I decided I just entitled the Quizlet with the name of series, and when I write down some words, for example, from a specific series, I put later these words, this Quizlet. This is also the way that you can practice in, and I highly recommend that. So not only to use, let's say, Quizlet from Tutlo, but also do your own Quizlets. If you've got some spare time, for example, on the things that are really interesting to me. So as you can see, I am English teacher. I love studying languages. What else? I love photography. You can see also some photos behind me. So it's like, it's photography that I always try to pursue. So these two things are the things I really enjoy doing, and I'm still hope gonna try for. Gonna be better at it. We'll see. Of course, I hope that it will happen in the future. Okay, but the most important probably is that the topic of this webinar. So I probably conducted this webinar once. So it's about achievements. So how to achieve something. So how to get to a specific level. How to make it measurable. And a useful vocabulary to talk about achievements, goals. For example, set a goal, or achievement, achieve, and many more, something measurable, or take initiative, take advantage of something. You will have these kind of phrases today, together with Quizlet and some other useful vocabulary at the end of the webinar. And what else is important? And this webinar gonna take 20 minutes, around 20 minutes from now, or 25, depending on the pace and your responses on lags and technical things, like many different factors. And there is at the end Q&A session, during which you can ask me about anything you want. I'm very open to questions, for questions, so you can ask me not only about the content of the webinar, but also, I don't know, so for some tips for studying or whatever. I'm really open. And at the end, there are also two poll questions, so questions that are some kind of feedback for me. Okay, so that's all. Do you have any questions, or we can start? And hello, Sylvia. Hello, Mikhail, and hello, Alicia. I remember you all from some previous webinars, so it's really nice to see that you you are visiting my webinars regularly. I really enjoy that fact. Okay, that we can talk a bit together. Okay, so let's move on. So we'll start from the first slide. So as you can see, we're gonna talk about greatest achievement. Today, and firstly, achievements are vary from person to person. For one person, achievement would be like, I don't know, getting to C2 of English, or I don't know, just getting promoted or promotion at work. What else? Like getting fulfilling their dreams, like going to Asia or somewhere like that, and if, for example, being able to speak English fluently. Yeah, people got different aims and different achievements. Yeah, but how to measure achievements and how finally, let's say, to get there. Yeah, that you can call it achievement. It's not so easy. That's why. Let's go some example. So as you can see, the success, so achievement, should be planned thoroughly. Firstly, we should plan the steps. Yeah, yeah, so plan the steps. So we want to get C1 of English or C2, yeah? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna sign up for some classes, yeah? Then you have to carry out the plan. So you have to call to some language school or somewhere or whatever to do it, yeah? Then identify the goals with the teacher. So for example, business English or getting to C1 in 1 year, what's the time in which you wanna achieve something? It's really important, yeah? And then establish specific criteria. So how you gonna measure it? Maybe some kind of certificate, maybe it will be an interview, or maybe just traveling abroad. Yeah, depending on the person, criteria will vary. Yeah, and I think it's really interesting. And try to implement that in your routine. Yeah, to make it more specific, more measurable. Yeah, I think it's really important. And what's your way of planning your goals? Yeah, what's your way? How do you do it? Yeah, if you could tell me, because it's really interesting. Maybe you've got some other ways. Yeah, some other methods. Yeah, it's really interesting also to me. Okay, but let's move on. Think about the most successful person you know. Yeah, the most successful person. What makes them so successful, in your opinion? You can use the adjectives which you've got below. Conscientious means systematic, yeah? So if somebody is conscientious, so for example, if you assign this person homework, this person always does his or her homework not only before the classes, but every day, like step by step, not everything at the last possible time, but let's say this person plans everything. Yes, so it's systematic. Hardworking is obvious. Resourceful is very similar to ingenious. Yeah, ingenious, so it's like very creative with a lot of ideas. The same is with resourceful, yeah. And we call entrepreneurs, yeah, so people who've got their own companies, resourceful very often. Self-confident is obvious, and self-starter is a person who can, just start everything on their own. So they don't need a teacher or, I don't know, for example, anyone to start something. Yeah, they can do it on their own and their own pace. Yeah. So what about this person that you know? So think about the most successful person you know and what makes them so successful. What kind of let's say characteristics? Yeah, if you could tell me. You can use these characteristics from below, but maybe you know some other adjectives that would make it more interesting. So anyone? Okay, I think that being humble is very important. Like, if you're humble, you're modest at the same time. Yeah, it's more or less like a synonym. So humble, she knows what needs to be learned. Yeah, so she knows what to be learned. Or it's not adjective, or it's some kind of surname. Yeah, I hope. I don't know. Maybe someone is calling this way. Lucky one. Yeah, lucky. Okay, I think that being lucky is really important. That because it's also the matter of how lucky you are. For example, if you take up some new things, whether it will work out or not. Yeah, but let's not let's say assign everything or maybe stick everything to the to the being lucky or not. Yeah, talent, being gifted. Yeah, being gifted, hardworking, being hardworking is important. Optimistic, open-minded. Yeah. Yeah, I think similarly. If you're optimistic and open-minded, you somehow, let's say, make yourself more open also to people and opportunities. This is what I think. Yeah, but sometimes being too optimistic may also not be may not be the best. Yeah, that's why pragmatism is also important. He's hardworking and flexible. Flexible, there, this word is misspelled. Yeah, so check the let's see the correct spelling of that word. Yeah, and the next one, perspicuous. Okay, why not? Okay, so we've got these explanations, and I think that we can move on to some other words. Okay, so achievement. So we've got the first two expressions. So the first one is get promoted. Yeah, for some people, as I said, it's really important to get promoted. Like, for example, they know that it's some kind of achievement then, yeah? Otherwise, they feel that it's still not enough, yeah? It's still not enough. And the second expression is like pass something with flying colors. It means that we pass something perfectly, like the score is almost around or is 100%, yeah? Okay, so we've got two expressions, get promoted and pass something with flying colors. And what should be here? If you could tell me. Okay, I mean, maybe not the puzzles, but what expression should be there? I mean, from the two expressions I showed you before. He passed with flying colors, exactly. So we've got the right answer. Okay, so we threw at him and he passed with flying colors. Yeah, exactly. And we've got also some other expression, and the first expression is set a goal. We set a goal, we set objectives, yeah, goal, objective, aim is more or less the same. There are no differences, like huge differences between these three words. So set a goal, set an objective, yeah, we can use it interchangeably. And reach a target. Yeah. So for example, if you want to reach a target, so for example, you want to earn, I don't know, 5,000 or 10,000 a month. Yeah. So it's like your target, and you want to reach it at the end of the year. Yeah. So it's like the idea. And the last one is like overcome. You've got obstacle. Yeah. Obstacle is something that is on our way that we just must. I think that we should jump over it to achieve our goals. Yeah. So to overcome an obstacle, it means that we do something so that we achieve our goals despite some difficulties. Yeah, we overcome, so we jump over the obstacle. Yeah, we deal with it somehow, or manage to solve the problem. Yeah, so overcome an obstacle. Okay, and so what is the synonym to the process of deciding what you want to achieve? Yeah. So which expression is explained by this definition? Okay, that's what I answered. Sylvia as well. Okay, set a goal. Okay, I see that everyone answered simultaneously. So yeah, of course, the first answer is correct because we are setting goals. We decide what we want to achieve then. Yeah, great. And right now you've got also next exercise. So you have to fill in the right words. Try to memorize or to recollect what was in on the previous slides. Yeah. So what was with obstacle? Yeah. Which verb did I use with obstacle? Okay, I see that Sławek is the first, then Ivona. I should give you some points for that, but unfortunately I cannot. Yeah, and no matter what, we'll work together to overcome every obstacle. Yeah, every obstacle. I see that everyone answered in the same way, so perfect. Excellent work. Yeah, and you can see answer here, yeah, on the next slide. And let's move on to some other things. So phrases. The first phrase that I'm gonna talk about, but please be careful and look at the pictures, because then there will be a quiz, so that you will have to tell me which picture was, let's say, attached to the slide while I was explaining, let's say, the expression. Yeah. So first, take the initiative. If we take the initiative, we do something more. Yeah. So there are many people who don't take initiative, and they let's say stay in their comfort zone, or they don't do anything more in their life. If you take the initiative, you do something to change your current situation. So make things happen, yeah, as it's in the first photo. Make things happen, so take the initiative and do something that will change your life. Of course, it's not advertisement here. Okay, and the next one is like take a risk. Yeah, so if you are taking a risk, it's very similar to take the initiative, but maybe take a risk is trying completely something new, that we are a bit unsure about. And yeah, so take a risk. We are taking a risk. So you can see that this lady is jumping over, I don't know, maybe some kind of canyon or whatever. Yeah, so she's taking a risk. She doesn't know whether it will work out, or whether she will get her dream job, but she still tries. Yeah, which is really really important. Okay, and the next two expressions like take advantage of. If we take advantage is something what is good. Yeah, that is good, good feature of something. Yeah, if we take advantage of something, so for example, there is a good weather outside, like very very good. It's hot. Yeah, so you take advantage of it and you go. When you go running, yeah, or you go, I don't know, go cycling, yeah. So you take advantage of the current situation. And the second one is achieve an objective, yeah. So in the first photo, these people were taking advantage of, I don't know, maybe traveling, so taking a selfie or something like that. And the second one is like achieving your objectives. So if you plan something, you want to achieve your goals. Yeah, you want to achieve your goals. So you want to achieve your objectives. Yeah, it's more or less the same, objectives and goals. These are synonyms. Yeah. Okay. And right now, tell me please, which two expressions were used while I showed you these two photos? Right now, it should be way easier to guess. Okay, the first one Marzena already answered, so it's like to take advantage of something, yeah, to take advantage of something, yeah, so they took advantage of the weather, yeah, or they took advantage of traveling, yeah. Okay, and what about the next one? What about make things happen? What was it? The second one was different. It was not take advantage of. It was, okay, we can use, probably it was take a risk, I think so, or maybe to take the initiative, yeah, rather, Ivona. Okay, Ivona answered perfectly, so great. So take a risk, take the initiative. I mean, take a risk is not a bad word here. And I think that from what I've heard so far, people use more frequently take a risk rather than take initiative. I think that take initiative is more formal for business, yeah, and take risk is like more popular in colloquial or when you just talk, yeah, so natural language. Business is like more formal, so take initiative. You may also hear in a casual situation, but I think that take a risk is more common. Okay, so the second one was take initiative. Okay, and honestly, that's all what I prepared for today. We've covered all the content of this topic. So, do you have any questions regarding this webinar, like, or maybe some other questions that you would like to ask me about, or some things, or whatever? I'm really open to questions. Right now, I'm pasting the Quizlet so that you can practice, yeah, later. That what we covered today. Yeah. So, do you have any questions regarding the content that we've covered today? Okay, thank you so much, Sylvia, for your attendance and being active all the time. Okay, and all of you, yeah, for let's say being active, like taking initiative during the webinar, because it's also really important. Okay, and so today we covered achievements, yeah. So first I introduce you to them, let's say how to achieve your goals, but very shortly, like some kind of model that you can use. Later, some useful expressions like set a goal, set an objective, overcome an obstacle, or take initiative, take risks, or many more. And you can come back to it to this webinar anytime. And I think that you may really benefit from using these expressions. Right now, I will run 2 poll questions so that I know whether you enjoy. I don't know what happened, but suddenly the platform stopped working. So I will run, let's say, this once again, yeah? Maybe there will be some of you who will answer the question about the content and so on. So I will run the first and the second one. Okay, and the second question. Sorry for the last technical issue, but I don't know what happened exactly. Sometimes it's only platform, so it may happen. And I again thank you so much for your attendance, and I hope to see you again soon. If you've got some time, you can check what is happening on Tudlo's social media. And I thank you so much for today and invite you for tomorrow, yeah? Because I invite you to tomorrow's webinar. So thank you so much for today, and and see you.